Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in our gun world, what's going on in our country, and how we're going to save both of them together. And hat tip to all of you, you did a hell of a beginning job on that on Tuesday. But guys, I'm going to talk to you about something right now that Trump just dropped. You tell me something's impossible. Because he just dropped the plan to destroy the deep state, get rid of the corruption, and get rid of the federal abuses of the bureaucrats, which have been wielded against us with brutal efficiency. I need you guys to share this video out because if there's ever a reason for you to put hope and faith in what you have done, now would be that time. This is fire, and it would not be possible if you guys did not hold the line against the incredible onslaught of bureaucratic powers the last 4 years in the Biden administration against our rights. Now, you've held the line. They've stopped their momentum. It's time to drive backwards, and this is one hell of a start, what I'm about to show you. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think, and please send this to everyone you know because this is how it starts, and will only catch fire if you take that same defensive energy into offense. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you want to spread this freedom from coast to coast, border to border, and thank you in advance for that consideration. All right, guys, as we get into this, I've got to show you this clip. I'm so excited, but I want to make sure you guys do not miss the opportunity to where we jailbroke all of our limited time designs. Normally, they're only available for 1 week per the year, but now for the Christmas season and the full month of November, you get 10% off, and if you get 2 of them, you get free shipping. It's savings on amazing looking freedom. You can't beat that. There's a link in the description box below, but some of our greatest hits. Nobody likes a Glock block. Freedom only lasts if you defend it. The Liberty Tree. The Kamala going down like a kamikaze pilot. This, guys, you can spread that freedom to someone you love. Incredible stocking stuffers. Amazing gifts. Make sure you save that money and you get it knocked out early. And thank you in advance for checking that out. For all of you guys who already have, right down in the description, code 45-47 for Trumpy Trump. All right. Listen to this, guys. I was deciding how I was going to do this. I'm just going to let him introduce them in thirds, and then we're going to kind of go through how they're written out here. I've got them highlighted. But this is how you defeat the very apparatus that has been weaponized against you over the last 4 years, particularly in our gun rights and our freedom of speech rights. Lots of rights in the Bill of Rights, but understand, this would not happen if you did not hold the line. It would not have happened if you did not push forward in that election. The entire country went right. We're going to do a special on that. This is all the impossible 4 years ago. Now, make the rest of impossible, do it. Here's what's happening. Check it out. Do not let anyone throw ice water on you right now. All right, let's get it. I just want to throw that out there.
Here's my plan to dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption once and for all. And corruption it is. First, I will immediately reissue my 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to remove rogue bureaucrats, and I will wield that power very aggressively. Second, we will clean out all of the corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus, and there are plenty of them. The departments and agencies that have been weaponized will be completely overhauled so that faceless bureaucrats will never again be able to target and persecute conservatives, Christians, or the left's political enemies, which they're doing now at a level that nobody can believe even possible.
All right. Do you understand the impact in our personal fight with what he just said? Let me go up to number 1 and number 3 because they got it listed. Immediately reissue my 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to remove rogue bureaucrats. That is the Office of Gun Violence Prevention. That is Rob Wilcox, the guy who worked for Every Time for Gun Safety, now works in the White House through an executive agency called the Office of Gun Violence Prevention. That would be that. ATF, Steve Dettelbach, DOJ, Merrick Garland, all of their little cronies. That's that right there. How many times have we talked about what they've done to us personally in the gun world over the last 4 years? They have the opportunity to get what's coming to them if you support this. If you are active. Let's keep going. Okay, I gotta go. Sorry, guys. This is post-election. I gotta go do not disturb real quick. All right. 2, clean out all the corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus that has been used against conservatives and gun rights activists. Let's keep going. The FISA court thing, I don't really care about. Let's go down to number 4. Let's hear Trump some more.
Third, we will totally reform FISA courts, which are so corrupt that the judges seemingly do not care when they are lied to in warrant applications. So many judges have seen so many applications that they know were wrong, or at least they must have known. They do nothing about it. They're lied to. Fourth, to expose the hoaxes and abuses of power that have been tearing our country apart, we will establish a Truth and Reconciliation Commission to declassify and publish all documents on deep state spying, censorship, and corruption. And there are plenty of them. Fifth, we will launch a major crackdown on government leakers who collude with the fake news to deliberately weave false narratives and to subvert our government and our democracy. When possible, we will press criminal charges. Sixth, we will make every Inspector General's office independent and physically separated from the departments they oversee, so they do not become the protectors of the deep state. Seventh.
All right, hold on. We'll go back to the seventh in a second. Do you understand how important this is? He's breaking them apart from a standpoint of physical geography. There's no more incestuous, let's go grab drinks and plan how we're going to do this. There's no more leaks from the government to the media to craft a formulated narrative, which then can be used to undermine what's going on for our democracy. It's really a constitutional republic, but I'm not going to nitpick right this second. Guys, this is how we win. This is how we defeat the bureaucratic quagmire that has been created. Do not let anyone, I don't care who it is, throw ice water on what just happened and the possibilities that you can achieve and you can accomplish, because this very thing, this video you're watching, was impossible for 3 months from the people who said Trump would never get elected. It's here. I'm telling you, we've done it for 4 years. You have an opportunity to undermine the gun-controlling deep state apparatus like you have never had. Remember how I said previously going into the election, you have the opportunity to induce the 5 stages of grief? You induced it. It's full throttle. Let's go, baby. Let's throw some more gasoline on this fire. Let's continue.
I will ask Congress to establish an independent auditing system to continually monitor our intelligence agencies to ensure they are not spying on our citizens or running disinformation campaigns against the American people, or that they are not spying on someone's campaign like they spied on my campaign. Eighth, we will continue the effort launched by the Trump administration to move parts of the sprawling federal bureaucracy to new locations outside the Washington swamp. Just as I moved the Bureau of Land Management to Colorado, as many as 100,000 government positions could be moved out, and I mean immediately, of Washington to places filled with patriots who love America, and they really do love America. Ninth, I will work to ban federal bureaucrats from taking jobs at the companies they deal with and that they regulate. So they deal with these companies and they regulate these companies, and then they want to take jobs from these companies. It doesn't work that way. Such a public display cannot go on. And it's taking place all the time, like with Big Pharma. Finally, I will push a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on members of Congress. This is how I will shatter the deep state and restore government that is controlled by the people and for the people. Thank you very much.
Guys, legitimately, if that plan goes through and you support that plan and you push it and you fully have the full-throated support of this, that undermines every single lever of power and apparatus that has been used against us in a weaponized fashion. Every single one. Push a constitutional amendment to oppose term limits on members of Congress. They can't stay there forever. They can't be there for 50 years. They can't be enriched from all their connections and all of a sudden go in as a bartender and come out 4 or 5 years later as a multimillionaire. Guys, you have the opportunity to stand behind this. The federal bureaucrats, the swinging door between Washington and those companies that they completely regulate, the gun control operation that has now got people in the Office of Gun Violence Prevention, like a guy named Rob Wilcox, goes from gun control back to the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. You can rip that entire thing out by its root. Let no one take this victory from you. Let no one throw ice water on you for this, because this is a moment where you can completely consume the deep state, which has been weaponized against you and your parents, and was going to be weaponized against your children. You have an opportunity. Seize it. Take it. Impossible is just something that hasn't been done yet. That's what I've got for you guys. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, send this out. Thanks for watching.